Chris, this was the house of a slave trader, which now the country's turned into their National Slave Museum, and we're going to meet the director. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
I'm Henry Louis Gates. This is Chris Tucker.
How you doing? Prazer. Nice to meet you.
One of the most chilling aspects of this museum, however, is that it was once a chapel, a reminder that slavery was once seen as being good for an African soul.
Portanto, os escravos entravam por aí assim naquela porta.
Over there.
Vinham. O padre recebia-os por sua vez.
So they would kneel there?
Sim.
The slaves would come in the door, they would kneel in front of the crucifix.
This is not a symbol of Christianity. It is a pagan adaptation of the cross of the zodiac.
E passavam por aí assim, vinham.
So we march over.
A capela.
Oh, I see, the holy water.
Pia batismal.
So they were brought in here and baptized.
Sim, senhora. Curvava bocadinho, água na cabeça e fazia o nome do
They
Pai.
put water on his head, they make the sign of the cross.
Espírito Santo, amém. Pronto. Por sua vez, saíam.
They would bless them, and then take the boats were out here.
Yes. Yes.
Chris, they would bless you before they sent you to your death.
What's wrong?
The most effective device that had been used to accomplish this European agenda is the religion that was forced upon our African ancestors. What was that religion? Christianity, yes it was. Now you don't have to accept that. That's the truth.
That's right.
Okay? A lot of black people died because they would not take on this religion.
First of all, the birth sequence is completely astrological. The star in the east is Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, which, on December 24th, aligns with the three brightest stars in Orion's belt. These three bright stars in Orion's belt are called today what they were called in ancient times, the Three Kings. And the Three Kings and the brightest star, Sirius, all point to the place of the sunrise on December 25th. This is why the Three Kings follow the star in the east, in order to locate the sunrise, the birth of the sun. The Virgin Mary is the constellation Virgo, also known as Virgo the Virgin. Virgo in Latin means virgin. The ancient glyph for Virgo is the altered M. This is why Mary, along with other virgin mothers, such as Adonis's mother Myra or Buddha's mother Maya, begin with an M. Virgo is also referred to as the house of bread, and the representation of Virgo is a virgin holding a sheaf of wheat. This house of bread and its symbol of wheat represents August and September, the time of harvest. In turn, Bethlehem, in fact, literally translates to house of bread. Bethlehem is thus a reference to the constellation Virgo, a place in the sky, not on earth. There is another very interesting phenomenon that occurs around December 25th, or the winter solstice. From the summer solstice to the winter solstice, the days become shorter and colder. And from the perspective of the northern hemisphere, the sun appears to move south and get smaller and more scarce. The shortening of the days and the expiration of the crops when approaching the winter solstice symbolize the process of death to the ancients.
This is RAPTHENEWS. And as you heard, they made you as slaves bow down to their crucifix, they demon God, before they boarded you on a ship. They made you sell your soul to the devil. You were worshiping the devil when you bowed to that crucifix, which they say every knee shall bow to Christ. And God said every knee shall bow to him. Deuteronomy 32:8. The Most High divided to the nations their inheritance when he separated the sons of Adam from them. So basically, the nations are not of the sons of Adam. Who are they then? They are the beast nations. They are the sons of Satan. They are the demon seed. Revelations 12:3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, which is a system, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head. And we're going to find out who the 10 horns are. Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name blasphemy. So we know that the 10 horns that appeared in heaven had the name blasphemy, liar, on his head, his forehead. Revelation 17:12. And the 10 horns which thou saw are 10 kings. So we know that the nations are what? Demon nations. Demon nations. And the demon nations are always demonizing people of color. And that this is just the truth. Which have received no kingdom as yet, but these demons receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast, the devil. So the beast, the beast were already worshiping what? The devil. Who was the devil? Another one of them, but he was just more subtle than them. Lucifer, Satan, was more subtle than any beast of the field, says the Bible in Genesis. Revelation 13:4. And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. They worshiped the dragon, Satan. Who is worshiping Satan? The Gentiles. Which Satan are they worshiping? That crucifix that they made you bow down to. And gave power unto the beast. They gave power to that crucifix and they worshiped the beast. Jesus in the flesh. So watch this. Watch this. If you come in the flesh is uncircumcised, impure Gentiles. Impure. Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil. So we know the red dragon is what? The serpent. The subtle serpent. He called the devil. And Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Who is the world? The Gentiles. He was cast out into the earth. So the meteorite hit the ground with him in it. And it said he was killed by Michael. He was thrown into hell. And then he was made alive again so he can burn 1,000 years in hell with the Gentiles. He was cast into the earth, and his angels, which are the Gentiles, were cast out with him. His family, his progeny. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation when the Gentiles hit the earth, and the strength and the kingdom of our God. It ain't God talking, it ain't angels talking, it's demons talking. Now has come salvation to the earth. We're going to free these people from God. I'm going to say that again. The devil said that Adam and Eve were prisoners in the garden, and he wanted to free them from the control of God by opening up their eyes and the power of his Christ. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you. So who's coming down? Satan and the Gentiles is coming. What are they being called? Devils. Having great wrath because he knows he has but a short time. It's a whole system coming down. So it ain't just Satan, it's him and his progeny. Revelation 13:5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, so lies. And power was given unto him to continue for 42 months. So Satan and his progeny had what? 42 months, a short time. Having great wrath. Why does the heathen rage, says the Bible? Because he knoweth he has but a short time. That's why he's so mad. He need to subdue you in a little while, 42 months before the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. Revelations 11:2. And the court which is without the temple leave out and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. And the holy city shall they tread underfoot for 42 months. They shall kill by the sword. Who? Hebrews, black people. Genocide, left and right. They're having great wrath because they know they got a short time. So as soon as they got down, what do? They're going after the holy city of Jerusalem. To do what? Destroy it, and they have. They destroyed it in 70 A.D. Revelations 14:11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. Who? When the Gentiles and Satan go to hell. And they have no rest, because after 40 and 2 months they go to the fire. They have no rest day or night. Who worship the beast and his image. So we know who the beast is. The beast is the ten horns, and the Gentiles, and his image is what? And the Christ. Watch this. Now has come salvation and the strength of our God, when the Gentiles was going thrown out of heaven, and the power of his Christ. Satan and the power of his Christ. Right? And whoever worship the power of his Christ is going to receive the mark of his name, which is Christian, and go to hell and be tormented day and night with no rest. 1 Corinthians 10:20. But I say the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils. So watch this. 1 hour with the beast, they worshipped. Let's go back up to it. The Gentiles, and they worship the dragon, which gave power to the beast, and they worship the beast. Who is the beast? Christ crucified. The God in the flesh, the false God. So again, here it is again. The Gentiles sacrifice the devils, and not to God. And he's talking about all the Gentiles. And I would not that you should have fellowship with devils. And it says, all the gods of the Gentiles are idols. Black, white, yellow, green, and brown Gentiles. All those camps is Gentiles. They thinking the mark is some kind of very chip that's going to be put under your right hand. You already see the mark when you said Jesus Christ, Yahushua, is the Son of God. You already got the mark. Luke 21:8. And he said, take heed that you be not deceived. For many shall come in my name, in the name of Christ, in the name of Jesus, saying, I am Christian, and the time draweth near. Go not therefore after them. Watch this. Anybody who received that mark of that name, anybody who coming in the name of Jesus talking about I'm Christian, get the hell away from them. Time for the falling out of the damn church, the great falling away. Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father which is in heaven. Those who obey God. So whether you Jew or Gentile, if you're righteous and you obey God and you do not worship Christ or anything else that's in creation, you can make it. Many will say to me that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, in the name of Jesus, and in the name have cast out devils in the name of Jesus, and in your name done many wonderful works. God call it in the Bible, many lying wonders. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, because God ain't never told you to prophesy and to cast out devils in the name of a false damn idol's God, the nation's false God, in the name of the damn devil. The fake Jesus was saying he cast out name in the devil's name, Beelzebub, right? And you shouldn't have fellowship with these damn devils, right? So they worshiping the beast and his image and receiving the mark of his name. It ain't nobody else but Jesus Christ. Let's wrap the news.